Hi friends, this is Kris with Josephine's Designs. I am back today to kind of tell you what's been going on. And I'm going to share with you some things I've been working on. You can tell it's just stacked and just colossal everywhere. But so we have been, as you guys know, if you're a part of this channel and you've hit the notification bell, you're getting the messages I've sent out. And we have genuinely been through some of the weirdest weather ever. We've had storm after storm after storm. We've had our internet tower being upgraded, quote unquote. Started weeks ago. It was going to be 15 hours. We're now, I think, into the third or fourth week. I need to go back and check my records. Whenever I could get internet, I would upload. I could do a 1 minute kind of like quickie like I did there in between. But it's just been crazy. We've also had tons going on with my husband's work, tons going on a personal level. But I want to share with you some of the things I've been able to get done. So I was talking to a friend of mine this week, and the other storm that hit Houston so badly. It hit here badly. It bent our tree just over. And it's a big old magnolia. You don't normally see those bend like that. So it was kind of concerning. And then also our crepe myrtle bent. Nothing broke. They had people with, limbs down and all kinds of stuff, in our area, and some chance for flooding, things like that, hail. And there was some tornadic wind in our area the week prior to the storm that hit Houston so badly. But this friend and I were talking, and she was so gracious. She's part of the channel here. She stopped. She prayed. The wind was coming in. I could see the trees blow over. She said, "Let's pray." So we prayed. By the time we finished the prayer, the wind stopped. There were things to pick up, but it wasn't that big of a deal. Nothing was damaged. We were very, very blessed. My extended family in Houston, they are totally fine. Everyone's fine. No damage. One of the family members lost electricity, but they were able to go stay with the ones who had it. Everything's fine. There were a lot of people that were definitely hurt. Their homes damaged. There was flooding. It hit right in the middle of, if I remember correctly, rush hour. It looks like the death rate is up to 7 people have died in that storm. And then it went on to hit Louisiana, probably Mississippi. I think it was Mississippi, but my husband and I were talking about that this morning. So just know that all of y'all have been in our prayers. We were able to get like minute by minute update from Houston when it was happening. And then the whole downtown was closed, even Friday, because the windows all blew out. There are buildings that just kind of imploded, exploded, however you want to say it. I know that if there's tornadoes, buildings can explode if you don't crack windows and doors. Sometimes you can get it done in time, sometimes you can't. And then brick buildings will literally just explode. That's just when I grew up on the coast. And but these were called gust-nados. So they were like smaller versions of tornadoes. They were up to 100-mile-an-hour winds. So it was pretty frightening. So we've had that happen. And but one of the things that has come out of this, and I was telling my friend, is that when we're without internet, it affects everything, from our phones to our printers. I literally, for the first time in a week and a half, my printer just woke up and started printing. I don't know if that means I have internet. That's why I'm running in here to tape a really quick video with you guys. But I'm super excited. There's so much I had ready to go that I was going to share with you guys, and no printing available. So we lost printers, computer usage, phones, TV. Our TVs are run on apps. I know, it's just really crazy. Yes, we pulled out some DVDs. Yes, we watched the old-fashioned style, but and then at night we just did other things. So what are some of the other things I did? Well, I'm going to share with you. But first I want to tell you, my bedroom closet is done. Remember, I've been trying to do this forever. Took everything out, gutted by half, filled 2 bags for Goodwill. As we go into June, I just found out we're going to be traveling a lot. We're going to be gone parts of July, parts of August. We have a conference in June. We may have 2 conferences. My husband has to decide whether to accept the work one or not. It's just terrible timing. We have to go travel for his work. Part of us will stay. It's just been crazy. So, and we're trying to decide, do we drive? Do we fly? What do we do? What can we afford? That kind of a thing. And I've started packing over here for our summer trips. We went today, my husband bought, after church we went and bought, clothes for him. All of his clothes are too big, just like mine were. Some of the clothes that I bought, I have on brand new shorts, and they're already too big. First time to wear them. Yes. Am I losing weight? I don't know. I'm not weighing right now. I want to go with what my clothes feel like. It'll be startling enough when I go into the doctor's office, but I just want to take a break from the scale for a little bit. I've been resetting some of the things I've been eating. Not 100% there, but I'm still keto. Nothing's changed that way. Ketovore. But I'm contemplating going back to more carnivore. I just have had so much since last fall that that initial illness has just so kicked my whole GI tract out. We literally stopped. We finally ate lunch at 2 o'clock, and my GI tract would not allow it to stay. So there's just so much that has gone on that I'm sure part of that has just been this crazy stress we've been living under. And because an hour to call the T-Mobile, it will take an hour and a half. There have been at least 3 calls per week. Now you're thinking, oh, that's only 4.5 hours. It's 4.5 hours minimum. It's 4.5 hours. Plus all the phone calls back they call later. So I just feel like I have just been slowly hitting my head against the wall. Yesterday, I got up, got ready to do stuff, and realized no internet. No, not enough to upload. So what I do, I make Christmas gifts. I make candles. I made 7 candles. I learned a lot. It's been a long time since I've made candles, so I'd forgotten some things. It was great. It was great. I got up today. They all looked perfect. I got up today, 2 of them. They didn't look as good as I wanted it to be, so I'm going to adjust them, see how that works out. If it doesn't work out, then we keep them, we burn them. I'm not even going to worry about it. I did find out that some yellow wax, beeswax, will come scented if you do not catch it. I was using this gorgeous yellow beeswax for 2 of the candles, and by the time it was over, I felt sick because I cannot take scent in candles. I can do essential oils, and that's it. So my pure beeswax, I put essential oils in. It was perfect. It takes a lot of essential oils to scent candles. At least the essential oils I was using. I was trying to use up those, forgive me, there's a brand that Walmart sells. It's not very good. And I got it during the pandemic, and I thought, well, I'll just use these up. They are not good oils. And so I will use them up. I used up 1 whole bottle of one, and I've got some others. But when they're gone, they're gone. So I have tons of essential oils here. I have found a whole bag in my candle making. So I'm really excited to use all those. But there was just a lot of really good projects worked on, looked at, done. I'm excited. I have projects to take on our trip. Or one of our trips. I have projects I'm working on, things I've started, things I'm going to share, books I found. What else did I do? I did a lot of cooking, baking, learning how to do some things. I have not done the carnivore-ish bread, the egg white bread yet. It is on the list for this week. I hope I can get it done. Yesterday, I really was rough on my knees because I was up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And so today, after church, when we were going to, my husband had wanted to get me some perfume for Mother's Day. We couldn't find it. He found it there. And so we went over, that's where he was wanting to go, to Belk. I don't know if you guys know what a Belk is, but there's a lot of clothing, and there was clothing in there up to 75% off. So he filled 2 big bags from the store. I got one little pink overlay jacket, a little purse that will probably work nicely to look nice. It's a little bit nicer for the summer. And then I have my other small purse that I use for conferences. And then I also, I picked up a t-shirt. We have matching t-shirts for 4th of July. So, and we just got them there at Belk, and they're super cute. He and I do things like that. Right? We're goofy. We like it. So anyways, but he needed clothes. And so he tried on and tried on and tried on and tried on. And I ended up sitting with these 2 sweet girls as their daddy was trying on his clothes. And they were, one was a young adult, probably maybe had graduated high school. I'm not sure. And then the sister was a little bit younger. And they were cute as could be, sweet as pie. We started chitty-chatting, and they were just lovely. And so lovely that when their father came out, I said, you have 2 lovely daughters. And so we have an opportunity to pass on that blessing, especially with kids today, when they are polite and, well-dressed and well-spoken and, joyful to speak to and happy and engaging. They weren't overly chatty. I wasn't overly chatty, but we chitty-chatted back and forth. And I just thought he should know he did a great job. So he, if there's mom out there, mom too. So anyways, but so reconnecting with people. Yes, I've been doing some of that. Working on projects around the house, been doing that. Checking on family members, been doing that. Mother's Day, our youngest was sick. She started subbing and came home sick. And then she took off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, went and subbed again Thursday, Friday. By last night, she didn't have a voice. So she's been in bed again. She's basically better. We are having tons of allergies this year, so it's probably a combo of things. But, so I've been chief cook and bottle washer and all these things. So our creamy went out, our Ninja Creamy went out, which it was a warehouse deal. So I went and got a new one. They were super inexpensive at Sam's. Or on sale, I should say. Not super inexpensive, but on sale. My husband was so happy. Got it within a day. And he was so happy. He's kind of taken over the ice cream thing, which I love. I cook everything. So it's so nice to have somebody else do something. It's such a blessing. And of course, I'm taking over all the chores, and that's okay. And I've been deep cleaning, and I love that. So, all right. So what have I been doing? So I went to the Dollar Tree and saw a craft here on YouTube that I liked, but I didn't want to do what she did. So these are kind of partially going. Now, so they come like this. They're just the little, from the Dollar Tree, these little hardback photo album books. They have the drop sleeve and all of that. So I like the cover on these. So what I'm going to do is make one for each one of my grands and then cover the inside and then fill with pictures and journal and all that good stuff. I may take some of these inserts out of another one, take out all the inserts, and then add them back in. Whoa, like at least 2 of them as a signature, I think. I'm not sure yet. So those are the ones I still have to do. And for each one, I have teddy bear and bunny. And by the way, we are going to have a new grandbaby, a new little granddaughter. So we're super excited this fall and early fall. So it'll be exciting. And then some of these I just started recovering. I just didn't like the covers. I've ripped this up a little bit, deconstructing some of it. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do. I will lift these out and then add these back in most likely. I want these to be not necessarily a photo album, but something else. So, but I'm not there yet. So I've done this one. And this one I got too tight on the wrap. So be aware of that when you do this. This is the contact paper from Dollar Tree. So it just is so easy to use. I mean, it takes me nothing to put one of these together. So I've done several of those. I have a whole flat of these over there. They're really hard to find. I've been to 3 different Dollar Trees. Yeah, wait, 1, 2, 3 different Dollar Trees, and literally walked out with the whole box in the last one. And I said, I'm so sorry, I'm going to buy all these. She goes, no, take them. Take them all. So, anyways, I have been since this fall working on my gut, continue to work on my gut. By today, yesterday, I ate chicken, and I'd had chicken earlier the day before, and I am allergic to chicken, so I can only have it as, very little. And so it started affecting me overall. And then today as we were out and about, we stopped and got some Wendy's hamburger patties, which are supposed to be pretty clean for keto carnivore. And no. So had to go back to my keto pudding, some raw cheese, and some keto 4 type crackers, and those are really good. I've also been working on making keto biscuits and all of that, and I have really enjoyed that. And scones, I even made scones, and they were both lovely. So I'm trying lots of different things. I remember I said I was going to try new recipes. I'm still doing it. Now, this is a book I got. I think I shared it with you guys. I got it couple of months ago. It is great to press flowers with. It is heavy, yes, but I wanted to share with you guys some. We were supposed to do self-care last Monday, so this is going to be for last Friday. So I want to talk about projects that you can do as life explodes on you. And some of you guys have gotten it. Sometimes it just gets away from you. All the plans we make just go right out the window, literally. So, as I've been going through, and yesterday while I was up, down, 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 trying to do candles, checking on internet, all that kind of stuff. Every time I would do the candles, I would do some deep cleaning. I would do the candles, I would do some deep cleaning. I would do the candles, I would do some deep cleaning. And I started feeling really good about that. Literally, very good. And come to find out, our previous Ninja Creamy, my husband said it was smoking. It was smoking. When we lifted it up and pulled it out, I was scrubbing all of the smoke off of everything, which was great. It made me deep clean. And those are the things. We could sit there, be mad, upset, or we could say, thank you, God, for this opportunity to deep clean my kitchen. Thank you. So that's what, and don't get me wrong, I was like, oh, but then I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll just clean it. It's okay. So I love this book. This is the Martha Stewart's homekeeping, handbook, the essential guide for caring for everything in your phone, in your home. Sorry. I got this off of Amazon. I paid a discounted rate on it. She covers everything in here. There's nothing fluffy in here. It is just pure information on, things in your home, things to use, things to clean with, things to cook with. It is just everything, all your tools, cleaners, everything. I am going to come back with some of my self-care recipes, so it'll be the end of this month and then the next month. I'm also going to come back with, and so here's a stain guide remover. Guys, there's just so much information in here. And I was trying to think if this had gardening things as well. Hold on. She has gardening books, but yes, she talks about firewood, stacking firewood, basic 101. So if you know somebody who's getting married and they just don't know up from down, and what do I do, and what do I use, and how do I do it, and all that good stuff, this is a great wedding gift. Types of pests, bees, termites. We have had another thing we've been dealing with. It is crazy. We have been having scorpions. So far, my husband guessed that we've probably caught close to a dozen. We have never, in all of the time we've been here, caught that much by May, middle of May, much less. So in the mornings I get up. I can't stand for dishes to sit overnight. When our daughter was sick, there was 2 days that they did, because she did the dishes, but she overloaded it, so I had to rewash a whole lot of stuff. She overloaded our really sad dishwasher that needs to be replaced. We don't even have the spinning bar anymore, so we call it a soap bath is what we call it. We pretty much scrub everything before we put in it. We have another dishwasher. My husband just has to install it. But right now his list is so long, and I'm just trying not to add to it. Plus I'm trying to get him to finish the mini house so that she can move out. We can get all this settled before we leave, and I can get a bath, a walk-in shower. I need a walk-in shower. I'm going to come back and have surgery. I need a walk-in shower. Unless something drastically changes over the summer. The knee is pretty bad. Yeah. So, but, and I keep saying this, but, you know, you have to get to a point where you can be realistic. And I need some months afterwards in case there's any issues, because I want to keep it within the 2024 health care year. And because we'll have met our deductible already. Yeah, that's been a crazy year. So, but use this time to get all these things done. So I wanted us to pull out, hold on, I've got my journal here, and I wanted to just pull it out. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, I've got April here. I don't know where I thought I had my March here. I don't. I have my April. So I'll have to come back. But we need to pull out a list and start thinking. This counts for last Friday. I want you to pull out, I can just show you in here. I want you to create a like emergency to-do list. Not emergency in the sense that you're going through an emergency, or you can make it however you want. But what I want to think of is maybe just call it an emergent to-do list. And then you can have a go-to list. So like when I was making candles yesterday, I would go through a list of a go-to list. So my emergent list is what has to be done immediately, has to get done. Everything else gets tossed out the window but this one or two things. And you can put it in sections of two, you know, like, and don't make yourself have to see the whole list, if that makes any sense. And you can make it pretty. You can use all the beautiful papers, and you know, you can do all of that, and you can just put a plain piece of paper down there and then make your list. And then the go-to list is, you're in the middle of a project and you have to wait 5 minutes before the timer goes off. What can I do in 5 minutes? I can organize the tea drawer. What can I do in 5 minutes? I can put the dishes away. What can I do in 5 minutes? I could scrub the sink. What can I do in 5 minutes? I can organize a drawer. There are things like that even when I did my closet, let me tell you, it just was so daunting for so long because my knee is so bad that I literally would work on it, and I would set a timer. Basically, I would look at my watch and say 15 minutes, go. And I would work for 15 minutes until my knee was killing me. I would get to 15 minutes, and or if my knee was killing me. Sometimes I could go longer, sometimes I made it 15 minutes. And then I would come back and I'd rest, and I'd work on something else. I'd do something that I needed to, you know, pay bills or whatever. And I would just now, your brain may not be that flip-flopsy, but a lot of moms are used to dual tasking. And one of the ways you can dual task is you can start one project, in between you can work on something else, you can go back and go back and go back. I have radio with Christian radio station on in every room of the kitchen, bathroom, and our bedroom. So wherever I was working, there was something on. We couldn't get TV, so we listened to the radio. Yes. Yeah, I mean, there's things that we can do. We could put on a CD. We could put on a record. We could put on, you know, cassette tape, you know, for those of us really old, an 8-track, right? But anyways, you know, it's we can look at it as the glass is half full or glass is half empty. I looked at it as half full. I was thrilled. I went through a ton of my supplies that I bought during the pandemic that I hadn't even touched. So I'm working ahead. It's, you know, not quite Christmas in July, Christmas in May, but I'm starting my Christmas projects, and I love that. And that is a blessing. One of the things I have to add to my boxes over there are my Christmas cards. I'm going to take my Christmas cards with me to do for next year. I'm going to, come heck or high water, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, gonna make out Christmas cards, gonna have them all addressed, gonna have it all sent out and ready to go. Those are things we can do. But in getting our home decluttered, getting our home in order, getting our homes, you know, usable. And I mean, if you walked in my house right now, you'd be like, how the heck do you do anything in here? Well, I know the clutter right now. I literally went through, repacked my my punch box, my journal box, and my mixed media box. that's just what I did. And they're literally in boxes until I can get everything moved and moved in. Once they're moved in, they go to drawers. And that's okay. For right now, this is where I'm at. I want it in big plastic storage bins. I got it on sale at Walmart. I have 6 more in the kitchen. I am completely packing out the dining room, Lord willing, and the Creek Don't Rise this next week. I have a ton this week. I've got to get the kits finished off, get that videoed, get that, get ready to mail out, all of that. So if you're interested in June kit, they're already going. I still have people asking for May. I'm so sorry, May's are all gone. But you know, there are some amazing things in this June kit. I'm super excited. So we have Mother's Day this month. Next month we have Father's Day. So it'll be fun. Hold on one sec. Sorry, I had to get a sip of my tea. My sweet husband, we went to go get that perfume for me. And I found out that the perfume they used that my mom wore all of our lives, they don't make anymore. And so I've got to let my sister know. But it was very sweet. When my mom passed away, she gave me a bottle of that. And now I treasure it even more. So I never use it, but I occasionally will open it and smell it. And I'll think of my mom. We were trying to find my dad's cologne today, and I could not find it. So I need to go to a big department store where they have a lot more cologne, to look at. Or maybe Ulta. Maybe I'll go to Ulta. Anyways, but, so that's what I've been doing while I've been missing you guys. Now, what on a spiritual level have I been doing? Couldn't get to my Bible studies. No internet. Nope. Can't get there when your Bible study's on Zoom. Could go to church, of course, and Sunday school, and I love those. And I love, studying, preparing ahead. This Sunday was a very touchy subject. And I noticed we had a lot of people out of it. We were talking about Joseph and the famine and his brothers and, relationships and things like that. Those are always touchy for people. And they're touchy for us. I mean, we've had our fair share. But the thing is, there's so much still to learn. We can't take something out because it's uncomfortable. We have to just dive in. I also picked up, and hold on, let me see if I can get it out. Oy. All right. It's under my new phone. I picked up Discovering Wisdom in Proverbs. I love Carla Dornicher. If you guys know, if you're part of this channel, I've shared her calendars, her cards, her stickers. I love Carla's art. She's a wonderful Christian lady. And she works with Pam Farrell and Jane E. Jones, and they create this devotional. I have begun to read the preface. I have not dug into it a lot. I bought the Proverbs for the morning, the Psalms for the evening. Hold on, guys. I'm going to pull this out. Oh, goodness. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can stand up. I'll keep talking to you. But I wanted to sorry, guys. Didn't mean to bump you. I have on these really big shoes, and I bought these sandals by Skechers in the size I normally wear, and when I got them, they're too big, but it was too late to return them. They don't fit anybody. They're these like little platform Max Cush, which I like to wear the Max Cush because of my knees, slip-on sandals, and they fit if I wear socks with them. They look so horrible. So my husband came in. We were so hot. I mean, we've literally gone up almost 10 degrees in a matter of a day or two. Oh, it's just incredible. And so he had on his shorts, his black socks from church. I had on my short. I put shorts on. I took off my Sunday clothes because I'm freezing at church. I literally wore a sweater and took a cover, like a wrap, to put on top. And then I had my blouse and then my sweater and then my wrap. And I wore pants because I was so tired of being cold. And then I came home and we were so hot. I changed my clothes quickly. Could not wait to get all that off and put on they're kind of like at the knee. They're not quite long enough to be capri, but they're they're right at the knee. They're double shorts anyways. And so I put those on, and then I became instantly cold. I put on my Christian t-shirt. So, you know how that goes. So, but we were both laughing because he came in his shorts, and my shorts I just bought. They're already too big. I'm going to have to at least dart them in the back. I just bought some jeans. They're too big already. They're literally in the dryer right now. We were washing them hot and trying to shrink them down and dry them. I'll probably do that with these before I take in the waist, but we'll see. And and then we both had on our really black socks and shoes. It was just, we just kind of looked at each other and went, he had on a t-shirt too, and it was kind of like, oh, good minds think alike. So anyways, his closet is downstairs and mine is in our bedroom. So, all right, so I've got the Discovering the Psalms that I would like to do at night. But my goal right now, because I do so many other things, is that I want to do this twice a week, maybe. I'm going to start off once a week and then twice a week. So once a week and then once a week, and then I'm going to go to twice a week. Then I also picked up, she has Discovering Jesus in the Old Testament, and then there's a New Testament version. This one is brand new, so that's why I want to pull this out and share this with you. Again, these ladies are amazing. You can look at and see there is so much thought in writing and digging and, art that we can, have fun in, play in, piddle, just do all of our fun things. But you're gonna dig in this, and it's gonna be amazing. So anyways, and then of course I have some other Bible studies I'm working on. My ladies Bible study that I go to, our pastor's wife, we were talking, we're gonna start a Nancy Lee DeMoss Wagamuth Bible study, and I can't wait to start that. I think it's called The Anointed. I have it. I have that. I have the book and the study, so I'm ready. And then there was another book she gave me a suggestion to read, and I grabbed that, and so I'll take that on the trip. But I'm trying not to go crazy in packing for the trip for the summer. And I also, depends on if we have to fly out of state here in the next month. And so we were going to drive it. Now we're probably going to fly it, but I'm not sure. My husband hasn't made 100% of the decision yet. We still have water. We have beds that have to be water lined. There's so much work on the property has to be done before we can go anywhere. But we have people that'll be here taking care of things. I almost got birds, and then I realized that's not fair to leave somebody with. And it's not fair to take birds this summer on trips. Especially we're flying, you can't do it. But anyway, so I'm gonna wait till the fall, probably till after I have my surgery, and then I've determined that I miss my birds a lot, and I'm going to at least get one little bird. I think I don't know what I can afford, and I would love to get a baby and hand feed, but I also know that my life can be chaotic, so I have to be aware of that as well. So, but I feel, though my house doesn't feel like it's super organized, in my heart, I've been getting organized, and I'm very grateful for that. And I've been messing with lots of different craft projects, which I have loved. And so as we go through and we make our list, be sure you include Bible study. Be sure you read, put in things for your health and fun books that make you laugh and giggle. Last night, my husband and I were watching something, and it was just silly. And I showed it to my husband. I thought, oh, he's not going to like this. And I mean, he laughed so hard. And I was like, okay, that's good. That's good. And then, and I have somebody in my life who sends me the most obnoxious stuff all the time. And I mean, it's all fine, but it just makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. So put together your emergent list, the things you must get done that are, important, and put them in, rate them by order, and then make your go-to list of when you're in the middle of a project, you have to wait 5 minutes. How many of you moms, that when you took your kids to piano lessons or to art class or to soccer practice, that you literally had a stack in the car, and I always had stuff to grade, stuff to read, stuff to study, stuff to listen to, and then something for fun. And, and a snack, and a snack. So I've been working really hard on keeping things up that were like my keto chow pudding, our keto chow ice cream. Those things are always made. I've been making breakfast ahead every week. I'm probably going to go in there tomorrow morning and make all that. And I'm just making egg cups, and I'm literally doing it in silicone muffin pans and just making a variety of different kinds of egg cups. And nothing fancy, just quick and easy. And I have like a go-to list of cheeses, and I use even cottage cheese, and of course sour creams and eggs. And I can go through a 4 pack of 18 eggs in less than 2 weeks. Yes, I can. We eat a lot of eggs. The keto pudding takes a lot of eggs, and any of these egg cup type recipes. And then we've been doing more carnivore type things. So we might do like ground beef cooked up, all chopped up and cooked up with eggs on top. And so we've done that once, twice. Anyways, I'm going to do it again. It's something my stomach can handle, and it is totally great, full of great enzymes. And so that's the things I've been eating. I've also been doing some reading with Trim Healthy Mama, trying to implement some of their things into what I'm doing. I've been looking at and working on some exercises, and I am very limited in my exercises because of my knees are so bad. I can't go take a walk. I can't, but May 31st, or pardon me, a week from tomorrow, the pool opens. Mama's going to be at the pool at least 2 to 3 days a week. I'm going to start off with 2 days a week, then I'm going to go to 3. And if we use it enough, where we're going to this summer, there will be a pool on every corner. So we'll make sure that we just get that habit and get going. But I need that for my legs and my knees. And if all I do is hold on to the side of the pool and kick, that's the best thing ever. Once I have surgery, I will join the rec center in the town, a couple of towns over, and they have a pool that you can walk the whole length underwater. It is so great. They even have a lift. If you overdo it, they can get you out. I would be mortified if I had to have that happen, but I'll tell you what, I will not fall. Lord willing, I would not want to fall. So I would definitely do that. So make your plans. When life throws you curveballs, just start praying and asking God to help you make plans, and what can you do and what can you focus on. And it was strenuous, or stressful. I mean, not strenuous. Well, it was strenuous, and there was a lot of heavy lifting going on, but yes, but it was stressful. I'm not going to lie. My husband's career depends on it. I needed it for you guys, and it was causing me a lot of stress. And so I apologize for you guys. But yeah, I mean, and I want to tell you, I came back today from, church and shopping and running our errands and whatnot. And I went to sleep, and I slept so hard. My husband came out and he goes, "Are you sleeping?" I said, "No, but I did." I turned on some craft shows and on YouTube, so I'm hoping this is going to upload. Watching it super grainy and pixelated with it stopping and starting usually means this is not going to upload, but if I need to tomorrow morning, I can run over to the city and upload it. We'll see. I keep saying I'm going to do it. We have recognized that there have been a lot of people affected. So it's just really crazy right now. But I want to thank you guys for being patient. I love you guys. Every day I pray for you guys, 11:45. Pray for you guys. Pray for our channel. Pray for God's will. And I'm hoping this week we will be back. There really is no more explanation. I know in Houston, they literally had electrical towers that were like, electrical towers like that, and they were bent over in half. It was just crazy. I don't think we had much of that over here. So it is time. There's no real excuse. It just is time. So if you can hear, it's pitch black, and my husband's out there weed eating, bless his heart. But he enjoys that, and it's so hot. He can't do it during the day. All right, friends, I love you. I pray that everything is going well for you. Tomorrow we will be back. This is going to count for last Friday, so I still owe you the previous Monday, and I want us to spend a really long time on self-care. I'm going to finish the study I was going through with you guys on self-care. I am going to then start a series on natural self-care that shares things that I have made, things that I have used, things that I have done over all these years. I was using, homemade cleaners when homemade cleaners wasn't cool, okay? Because I'm so allergic to everything. So just like in candle making, I have to have it, really pure, 100% organic beeswax, no scent. And so watch for those things. And there's also a food grade quality and just a wax quality. So watch for those things if you're looking for certain things. Like if you're wanting to make skincare, you need the food grade. It needs to be beeswax. You know what I mean? So, and we do have beehives, but my husband doesn't have the equipment to spin out the honey to get the wax. We've used it in different ways throughout the years, but he'll literally have a whole set of bees completely full, hive full, and then they will pick up everything up out of the hive and go and create a new hive. We have gone through tons and tons of bees. And because we've had aggressive bees, I'm always like, please just leave it alone. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. We can find beekeepers. But we'll see. And especially when our daughter moves out into the mini house, I don't want that. So we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. All right, friends. I love you as much as I love you. Jesus loves you so much more. Get your list together. Put your emergent things down. Prioritize your list. God, your spouse, your children, if you still have children at home, your extended family, church family, friends, then, works in there too. Maybe after your, children, definitely after God, after your spouse, you definitely want to put those first. But get your list together. Start working on your priorities, praying about it. Would you guys like to go through the Creative Counterpart book? It is a book that is designed by Linda Dillow for for a wife. I was given this book in light of an extended family member who was extremely dysfunctional. And how do you handle that? And it was very applicable. It did not have to be just with a couple. So let me know. Leave a comment below. I want to thank you guys for all the messages, by the way. You guys sent so many sweet, kind messages. I want to say thank you. Your prayers have been invaluable, and we so appreciate it. And my family definitely thanks you. So, all right, friends. I will be back with you guys, Lord willing. The creek don't rise tomorrow. I'm getting this done tonight late in hopes that I can upload it in the middle of the night, and it will upload. So hopefully you'll wake up to this Monday morning, if not late Sunday night, whichever it works out. Lord, I'm going to quit. I'm just going to shoot for a day is my goal. I had to literally film and then dump things because it just wouldn't upload. So, but we're figuring it out. So, we had the opportunity at Starlink and we were going to do it, but then we're hearing that's not working that well either right now. So I have some ideas, but it is a very costly decision. And, I think we're just going to have to get through the summer and then wait and see. And then the fall surgeries. There's going to be so many surgeries this fall. So, yeah. I need my pennies, nickels, and dimes. But anyways, so, all right, friends, have a great evening. Have a wonderful week. Tomorrow we'll come back on self-care, finish up our self-care Bible study, and then our self-care project within our journal. And then Friday, we're going to come together. We'll begin our month in review, and then our goal setting for the next month will be this Friday. So I'm hoping to get everything mailed out. We kind of have, it goes like the next 2 weeks, kind of deal. But I hope to have all the kits up and videoed this week as well. So anyways, those are my goals for the week. Life is changing fast and hard, but we are just seeking God and His will each time. And having to set firm boundaries, having to set healthy boundaries. And that is something, as we went through our Sunday school lesson today, I didn't use the healthy boundaries comment, but I did say, in relationships, there has to be true repentance for there to be true reconciliation, for there to be true, real healing. There can be a level of healing, but if there is not a true, contrite heart, you have to humble yourselves. If you did something wrong, if they did something wrong, you have to be willing to forgive if they did something, or if you did something wrong, you hope that they are willing to forgive. So, but you have to have a humble heart. You have to be repentant. You have to do a complete turnaround and, go a different way. So that is something that, as we talked about this, there have been a lot of great opportunities for healthy boundary setting, and there will always be that. And so, work on those relationships. Get those priorities straight. Seek God. Ask His will. Let Him guide you. All right, friends. kind of a whole collage of goodies here, from crafts to relationships, to serving the Lord, to learning more about Him and serving in your home. How's that? All right, friends, I've missed you so much. I pray this goes up, and I will be talking to y'all soon. I love you as much as I love you. Jesus loves you so much more. Pray your day's blessed, creative, and healthy. Like, subscribe, share this with anyone. Hang in there with me. We are still getting there. Slowly but surely, we are still getting there. So, all right, friends, I'll be talking to you soon. Love y'all. Bye.